All right, here's a little treat for you. This is Mushroomglint Gaming. I'm Patrick.
I'm Johnny.
And this is Star Fox 64.
Ooh, major throwback.
Major throwback on an actual Nintendo 64. So that's like why it looks like absolute garbage. So I apologize for that. Oh, it's Star Fox. So, yeah.
If this game isn't on your greatest of all time list, then we're probably old as shit and you grew up with Fortnite.
Yeah. Not to bash in Fortnite or anything. Please don't unsubscribe. But yeah, pretty much the Star Fox franchise. This is pretty much the only game they've ever made. Like, it originally came out in the Super Nintendo, and then they remade it for the Nintendo 64, and then they made it again on the 3DS, and all the other ones are not great. And yeah, so this is Star Fox 64. We're going to play the main game. I am no speedrunner, but I can do this pretty fast. So we're just going to go through the whole game as fast as I can. Blah, 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 exposition. You're a fox in space with some daddy issues, and now
you're going to shoot a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and you've been hired to shoot many, many things. I love the way they talk.
Time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
Report.
Yeah, I've played this game way too many times. So majestic, but we're gonna skip this. Whee!
So the history of this game, like, this is just an N64 remake of, like, the original release on the Super Nintendo, right?
Uh-huh.
So this game is famous for the 3D effects chip, right?
No, that was the original.
I mean, yeah, I meant the original.
Yeah.
This is like one of the first, like, not this game on the N64, but the first Star Fox on the Super Nintendo was one of, like, the first legitimately three-dimensional games.
Incorrect. It was the first three-dimensional game on the Super Nintendo, I think. I think that's what it most likely is, but yeah, so they had a guy develop
and not just a guy, a kid.
pretty much develop a brand new chip for the game.
Couldn't have been that much older than we are now.
Oh, I'm sure he was younger. Yeah, like I said, I'm no speedrunner, but I can get through this game pretty fast. Which is kind of funny, because Johnny just sucks at this game.
Come on. I just haven't played it as much as you have. Something's wrong with the G diffuser. Falco's such an asshole. You know, what I think...
Because you know what? In the beginning, before I cut the scene, but I can't remember... I'm pretty sure Fox says, check the G diffuser, and then Falco says, it's all good, and then right there, he says it's not. Falco. So I'm gonna go through, if you go through all these hoops.
Yeah, you're gonna go, there's tons of different ways you can go through this game, and it looks like Patrick's gonna be doing one of the alternate versions of this level, or alternate endings. There we go.
So now, normally you'd go straight, but you're gonna go to the through the waterfall, actually.
I found the target. Try to keep up. Time for a little payback.
Just, oh god, everything about this game. Just pure childhood.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh what? I did not mean to do that, but whee! So yeah, you can do a couple maneuvers. This is the infamous memed barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. And when I'm not in this particular portion, you can do different tricks. You can do a backflip. You can do a you can kind of do a backflip maneuver, but then turn immediately around. So it's like a quick way to turn around.
All units, charge!
Oh man, I normally get that in one shot. I haven't played this in a while. I'm kind of sucking.
That's it, spot.
That's probably not gonna happen. Eh, there we
Aim for the
go.
open spot.
Button mashing at its
There
finest.
we go.
We're Star Fox.
Where's Star Fox?
Never defeat Andross!
What a way to go.
I always thought those explosions were like the coolest thing
God.
I'd ever seen in video games.
20 plus years ago, this game looked
We're heading out.
amazing.
Ground report.
It's still got some charm to it. N64 is a pretty incredible console that way.
And shout out to Slippy Toad, one of the most annoying characters on the face of the planet.
Hey, look, listen.
Okay over there?
Don't be bashing on Slippy Toad.
That was Navi. Ooh, do you think we're gonna play that game one of these days? Maybe.
I think something that like everybody goes through in life is realizing Slippy Toad isn't a girl.
That's right. So because I did that special boss, it takes me this way, but I'm not actually gonna go this way because I like going this way, and there's like a super secret thing if you don't know in this level, and I'm gonna get it. If I don't, I'm probably gonna scream. So
Watch out for enemies.
I don't think I've ever actually missed it,
I've missed it plenty of times.
but you'll see. You'll see what happens. You'll know. You'll know.
And those of you that do know,
Skip.
know.
So yeah, you do get points for, killing asteroids as one does. And normally bombs are pretty precious in this game, but again, the way that I'm going, you're gonna get plenty of bombs if you do it right, so I'm just gonna waste them. Oh, did I not get that? Oops, I don't need it anyway.
It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Be careful, it's a trap.
Do a barrel roll.
Use bomb quietly.
So yeah, pretty much if you just constantly barrel roll, nothing can hit you. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, so here's one of the tricks you can do, that somersault.
Here comes a big one.
Oh god, I totally forgot about that.
Did you really need it though?
No, I didn't. So that gives you double lasers, which I already had.
Whoa! Can you make it?
Use the brake.
No, just go up slightly.
Use the boost to get through.
God, these things are annoying. So every once in a while, you have a robot in the ship that calls you, and you have to be really quick about it, because if you ignore it, it'll actually go away, and he sends you nice things.
Watch out, Fox.
Oh God! I wanted that bomb. You die.
This is just one of those games where just like every sound is iconic.
Thanks, Fox.
Whee! I feel like if I were actually in a ship like this, 1,000 years from now when we really figure out space travel, like, how do you not puke when you're doing this?
The enemy's coming from
Flipping
behind.
all over the place and...
Actually, that's probably the G diffuser.
All right. Probably. Thanks.
Do a barrel roll. I guess it's your turn to be thanked.
Oops. Alright, here's one of the most annoying enemies. They're super small and hard to hit and fast, and they do that. Here you face multiple of them.
They're like wasps.
Slippy always getting chased.
You want a piece of me?
Me doing all the work. God, that was terrible. I swear I'm better. I'm just super rusty.
Don't mess up the secret, man.
I hope not. If I do, this is gonna cut very short.
Hold A to charge your laser.
Here we go.
Alright, so basically you gotta get all these rings. Here we go! Woo! They've gone plaid! And this is where it spits you out in this funky place. Go! Where reality isn't real and nothing matters. So yeah, if you manage to get here, like, you can just boost your score, like, ridiculously, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get
So
me a
many
bunch of
bombs, so many lasers. It's kind of ridiculous.
And yeah, you can just do this. God, that's terrible again. There we go. Can't hit anything. There we go.
I just wonder what the explanation of this level is.
I think in the original one, like, you can do something like this in the original one, and you end up fighting, like, a giant cash register for the boss. So now my score is red in the top left corner, which means it's really good. Alright, there we go, and that was the asteroid belt.
With the secret level.
And pretty much just doubling your score, and Johnny just bonked his head on the microphone.
There's no bonks in this game, but there's bonks in real life.
Here, have a medal. And I think I'm gonna do this level too. I'm gonna do it really fast.
Katina is battling the enemy. Will you help him out?
Affirmative.
So in this level, you get help from an old friend of yours, Bill the Bulldog. I assume he's a bulldog. They're all supposed to be dogs, and bulldogs start with a B, so it's Bill the Bulldog.
Hey, that's our guy, Fox!
So yeah, in this level, you have to be careful not to shoot your own guys or Bill's guys.
I can't believe
I
it.
thought I did right there.
We can catch up later, Fox. Fox, that's
I mean,
one
there's
of
no
ours.
penalty if you do it like I just did right there,
Tell
but...
the good guys from the bad.
Shut up, Slippy! Alright, so I'm gonna turn around.
Bad guys, Fox.
So that's the turnaround maneuver, the U-turn, I think it's called. Because I heard gold ring. If you collect 3 gold rings, you get a life boost, which is pretty necessary in the, you know,
Some of the later stages.
you get a little sloppy.
Nice.
Husky units, cover the base.
So yeah, in this level you wait for this big old mothership to get to the center. 'Cause so far it's pretty easy, but then it gets kind of wild. And this is one of the few levels on a timer,
You're not getting away that easy.
as you'll see in a couple seconds.
Scratch one boat.
There we go.
And it's just Nicolas Cage time. Oh, not the bees! Ah!
Here they come!
Oh, they're everywhere. So yeah, now it just spits out a ton more enemies, and
Go for the 4 hatches on the underside. The hatches are open.
so now you gotta pay attention and shoot these things. I wasn't in a good position there.
Bulldog him. Don't let anything through. Time for a little payback. Husky unit, cover the base.
You're not getting away that easy.
Alright, let's see here. Come on.
The hatches are open. Bulldog unit, don't let anything through.
Too many things happening.
That frame rate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's always just a little give and take in these kind of games.
These ancient technologies. Oops, I just killed one of you
Cover
guys.
the base.
I got one.
Shut up, Slippy.
Cool, Slippy. I've gotten like 50. Is it 65, 66, 67? Are all those enemies like 1 point?
Let you get away from me.
Yeah. Alright, now I've destroyed all the hatches.
Some sort of
So there's the
energy
timer.
reaction. The core has appeared. Stand by to attack.
And now you shoot its
You're not getting away that
Ding-a-ling.
dingling dangly thing. There we go. Level over.
Get it.
Oh man, I'm looking at the timer of our recording and I am just not doing well here.
Haven't you done it in like 20 minutes before?
Something like that.
20, 25 minutes?
Yeah, around there. I gotta pick up the pace. But yeah, so like I said, this particular Star Fox game has been made like 3 or 4 times. Because it's the best one. So if you're gonna get a Star Fox game, get this one on the Nintendo 64. It's also on the 3DS.
Yeah, but this is the only version that's like actually on a console, right?
I mean, you know, unless they somehow amazingly release a Nintendo 64 Classic Edition or something like
Oh
that.
man, one can hope.
So now we're going to the sun.
Imagine 50 years from now when they release the Xbox 360 Classic and
Xbox One X Classic.
Burning that R-wing. Be reasonable, Fox.
I'll be careful.
so this is probably one of the more difficult levels in the whole game.
Yeah, this level's super annoying because you constantly lose health because you're so close to the surface of the sun and your ships can't handle it and blah blah blah. And so like the more you take more damage, the closer you are to the ground, and it's super annoying.
Up to 9,000 degrees.
Shut up, Slippy. God, you are
But
the
not over 9,000.
Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. Why is that happening? Yeah, Slippy is definitely the Meg Griffin of Star Fox. That's for sure.
Shut up, Slippy.
Knock it off, Fox.
So yeah, pretty much everything gives you
Looks like
health
you
in
can
this
use the
though.
rope, Fox.
Oh God, I didn't mean to shoot you, Bill.
Bill,
So yeah, this is definitely one of those levels where that's why you want as much health as you can. But yeah, it's pretty easy to like lose.
watch yourself, Fox.
If your teammates get too low on health, they'll actually die. And they'll be gone for like a mission, and like some things do or don't happen because they're there or not. So it can like change the course of the game.
Location confirmed. 17 supplies.
And big wave. Nice.
Oops.
Doesn't matter.
Nature, buddy, go away.
Falco constantly getting chased by
Good
things.
riddance. That one got burned.
Yeah, I really feel like I'm kind of carrying this team on my back. They're all pretty useless.
Too hot.
Like, I'd be kind of upset if I had to work with, like, I feel like all these guys are just like those people that didn't do anything in group projects and you did all the work. You know what I mean? Did you ever have that happen to you, Johnny?
You know, yes.
Or were you that person?
No, I was definitely the overachiever in those situations. I didn't go to a great school, so there's that. But gosh, I remember we were doing like a group write-up project, so like each person had like a page or two that they had to contribute to this whole essay. And I think it was in like one of my marketing business classes or something. But this girl in my group, like literally copy and pasted a Wikipedia article on the thing that we were researching. And like in most situations, I think you'd get an F and then like expelled and all that plagiarism stuff at most schools, but not this one. That's just the kind of school it was.
Aim for the arm.
Oops. Oh, no. Oh, God, I've never had this happen. I normally get it in one thing there. That was terrible. Can I still shoot it? No. Oh, God. I don't remember what to do. I haven't gotten... All right, here we go. God, I am doing so poorly. Let me shoot your arm. God, come on. Oh, so good. Just need to shoot him one more time. All right, here we go. Now we shoot the head. There we go. God, that was awful. That was not good. Definitely not getting the speedrun record for this.
I don't think your personal best was anywhere near that anyways.
No, I think the best I've ever done is like 20, 25 minutes, somewhere in there. And I'm pretty sure the world record is like 12 minutes.
It's crazy. We're big fans of like games done quick and all that stuff. It's always a lot of fun to watch.
I don't think this has been done on Games Done Quick.
Huh.
I don't think so.
Taking a few hits.
I could be wrong, but because they've been around for a while, I haven't seen all their stuff. But
You're getting better, Fox.
yeah, as I was saying a while ago, before I got distracted by my terrible playing, yeah, there's a ton of Star Fox games out there, and yeah, pretty much all of them except for this one, and are terrible. Not terrible, that's too strong a word, but not great. You know, the very first one on the Super Nintendo was, you know,
groundbreaking.
but oh my God,
It is hard to look at.
That is hard to
You're
look
going to
at.
attack the enemy base.
Does
Great
not look
idea,
good.
Fox.
It'll be a piece of cake, General.
Okay.
Oh God, every time.
So now,
Ooh.
here comes the choo-choo. We gotta fight a train. Except not really if you know what you're doing.
So this is the Land Master, the tank in Star Fox.
I'm taking it out.
So yeah, this is one of the features of this game is you get these different vehicles. Oh God, how do I do this? Nope. I'm using a not standard Nintendo 64. I'm using the Retro Fighters controller, which I love. I think they're fantastic, but I cannot remember for the life of me some of these button combinations. So you can like fly in this thing,
Ingrained in your DNA.
Yeah, it's
On
I'm
the
just
original
not used to
controller.
it. So yeah, you can lift off like this, so you can kind of get some space between you and the ground. You use that
Some
for like.
sweet air, brah.
Shut up! And, you know, everyone getting chased by things and not shooting them. You can still barrel roll.
Incoming!
So it's like all the allies and like the Cornerians, they're dogs, right? And then like all the bad guys are monkeys.
Something like that. I mean, they're an assortment of animals. I kind of skipped the part where it has his rival, but there's a character called Wolf.
Don't let them get to the supply depot.
There we go.
Of course, if
Oh,
you know,
God.
if any of you've played any of the Super Smash Brothers games, you'll be familiar with Star Fox and Star Wolf and Falco and all those characters. Is it those? Is it just those three in Smash Ultimate?
Yeah. Falco, Wolf, and Star Fox.
Yeah.
Fox McCloud.
Come a little closer.
So yeah, this is like a part where you use the jump boost.
Try hovering.
Or hovering. Thanks for correcting me, Peppy. Alright, I think that is almost it for the train. I think there's one more part you can actually destroy. So again, there's kind of a hidden secret in this level that's probably the trickiest part of the game sometimes, if you don't know what you're doing.
I see the fuel bunker on the right side.
So yeah, normally you have to fight the boss, obviously. But if you do it right,
Shoot the 8 switches to open the lock.
you get to see something pretty sweet.
I totally forget how this goes.
You have to hit all these switches, so all these little flag things, you have to hit all of them to the on position.
Location confirmed.
And there's one that's like kind of tricky because it's actually kind of hidden behind like a bunch of stuff. So that's the easiest one to miss.
You're very lucky.
It's 5, 3 more.
I'll lure these guys to the front.
So that one there was kind of the hidden one, I think, if I remember correctly.
Field analyzed.
So got that.
I'm here to rescue you.
All right, got that one, got that one. So yeah, that one right there is like the toughest one to get. And now,
Step on the gas.
so now you get to this close to this box thing, and then you have to hit that.
Step on the gas.
Bada boom, bada bing, you beat the boss,
Without hitting him once.
or at least trying to hit him anyway.
No! Get the blade!
Also, quite a way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop it!
Bass drop. Thank you.
Again, just like this was like the most awe-inspiring thing I'd ever seen in video games when I was a kid. When we were kids.
Yeah,
All
epic.
aircraft report.
I can see the look on their stupid faces.
You tell him, Slippy. Also, shut up.
This time.
Oh, I can't skip this stuff. Hello?
Now it's our turn to
There we
kick
go.
the tail.
Is it like that every time?
I don't know. So yeah, the better you do, the more health your allies get back. All right, here we go. Glump.
It was fun to, you know, imagine like with a total like updated graphical reskin and all that kind of stuff for a game like this classic N64 game. Is that like a good idea? Is that something people want? I know they have it on like the 3DS, but
Well, they tried with Star Fox Zero and they just messed up the controls so bad on it. It's like unplayable. I have it. I still haven't even played it. I'm just scared to.
dude, isn't there a story behind how you like got that? Something about like a box set or something?
Yeah, it came with like a box set with like some weird mini game extra disc with it, and I stupidly, like, when they were trying to just get rid of all of them in the GameStops and they were selling them for like $5, and then, but I got like the 2 different discs individually, but they came in like the sleeve or like the special box for them, and so then I couldn't find them anymore because they really just like, then they really just started sending them back to the factories and stuff, and or to the storage for like GameStop or something, and then I couldn't get that box, and I finally saw one. And I go up to the guy with just the empty box. I'm like, this is all I want. Like, can I just take it? And he was like, what? He's like, he probably just said yeah, so just, you know, get away from me, weird guy, but there's only weird people want
Anything to do with Star Fox Zero.
Hold still and let me shoot you.
This is almost the end of the
Why?
game.
Why?
Right?
Oh my god. Yeah, this is almost the end of the game. This is the last bit here.
You did terrible this time, huh?
It sure did.
32 minutes already.
It's just so hard to hit.
The 5 fans we have are gonna start complaining about the video lengths, man.
Do you even play video games?
Not yet, sir.
No, despite the collection I have, I would definitely call myself a casual player. God, how do I shoot these without shooting him?
Taking you so long, Fox.
Sorry, God. Lay off me. Ooh, that's Andros. Ah! The moths! There we go. Hello? God. So bad.
The first line.
Oh,
What?
Missed.
What? I went through there. Are you kidding me?
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your
This level
side.
giving me some fucking bullshit right here. So that means, I guess if I die, like, I'd be in some trouble. I'd have to start over, I guess, because I
We're
missed
gonna
it.
break through that fleet.
But I ain't gonna die. At least I hope not.
Second line. Three Fox will cover you.
Yeah, everything is named after Fox. Pretty narcissistic, if you ask me. But,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, it's his team.
Venom's right there.
I just find it funny that, like, you know, the Fox character's name is Fox, but then, like, his dad's name is, like, James, a human name. It's very strange.
The last line has been breached.
These guys crazy.
Oh,
Deploy it now.
I think I got it. All right, and here's the boss of this level. Is
Enemy
one of
ahead.
the trickier
This
bosses,
one's different.
especially because I'm sucking right now. This is not gonna be
We're
good.
so close to Venom.
Just like how you deal with most things in life, just shoot it in the balls, man.
Enemy field
Exactly.
Oh God, I missed the help. Haha! See, this boss is pretty annoying. You barely do any damage to it, and then it just sends you throngs of enemies at you, and then there's like a part of it when you get closer, it actually like changes like the gravity around you or whatever. It's just start like floating weird and
Really?
yeah. When you
Don't remember that at all.
when you finally get rid of all the balls, it'll do something weird.
Huh.
God. Yeah, I know. Shut up. That was weird. Yeah, it's doing it right now. Kind of makes you a little more floaty, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Whee! Oh, this is its... I forget how to dodge this. Here we go. Whee! Yeah, that does a ton of damage if you get hit by that.
I will fire my lasers.
Yeah, see how it's like jumping around now? Now we go fast, and there we go.
Nice.
Shut up, Slippy. And now we head straight to Venom, which is the final level of the game. Which is kind of funny because when you get there, there's a little inconsistency. It's like the way that the path that I took, you never met Star Wolf.
Oh yeah.
So they come in with like their upgraded ships and they're all like bandaged up and like, because the game thinks that you like already faced them and destroyed them once, but I never did.
Say your prayers, Android.
There's gotta be some like canon lore thing behind that.
I don't know.
Don't get too cocky.
And here they come.
Fox. Let's see how you handle our new ships. Too bad Dad's not.
Who are you guys?
So I guess in the
That's like one of the most brutal lines in the whole game.
yeah, I guess in the Star Fox lore, the what was his name? The pig,
You guys don't give up.
Peppa Pig, was on the original James McCloud team and then betrayed him and killed your dad pretty much.
Pigma.
Pigma.
Mars or something? I don't know.
I am the great Leon. No way. I don't believe
Nice.
this can't be happening.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Gee, I've been saved by Fox. How He's too strong. There's one
There
more
it is.
to go.
Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just gonna turn around
Ah, I'm hit.
because I need that.
I'm monkey.
Oh, Slippy's dead.
Eh.
You're not.
It's not like you need them.
No, it doesn't really matter if they die. Oops. Matters if I die though. Yeah, well, except then they're son of a bitch. Oh no!
Oh, jeez. That's a problem.
Except then the person that was chasing them starts chasing me.
Give it up.
Into one laser and one wing.
God, I'm doing so bad.
You just made this so much more difficult for yourself.
I sure did. All right, come and get me. Come on.
So when you lose a wing in this game, you start floating down. And when you lose both, it's really bad.
Win.
Hopefully that's a wing for you.
I don't think he sends those. Oh yes, he does. Yeah.
Nice. All right, don't mess up.
Oh come on.
Woo. Ooh, that was close.
Give it up! You can't win!
Whee! Alright, come on. Come and get me. Oh, God, this is so bad. This is not a good run. I mean, it was never going to be a good run to begin with anyway, but you know what I
Give
mean.
it up! You can't
Oh
win!
my God, die! Jesus.
Ah!
Hey!
Finally.
I'll go
Yeah.
along here.
Whew, I'm glad I picked up that star health.
Fox!
Star health? Star Fox? Alright. So, I've never been sure. I think I've literally gone the same way like the past 20 years I've been basically playing this game. And I always just go the way the light is. I don't know if that actually makes a difference or not.
It's foolish to come against me.
Although sometimes there isn't light, like in that one part, but yeah, I just follow the light.
Not great IRL advice.
Yeah, don't follow the light in real life. I mean, unless you really want to. But, you know. So yeah, this is the Andros. So, again, the route that I took, and I think I don't know if it's because, so there's two different kind of second to last levels. There's the enemy base that I went to, and then there's a satellite. If you destroy the satellite, if you go that way, you don't get the real ending of the game. You face a different Andros, believe it or not. Yeah, you gotta make sure you have bombs for this fight. And I'll be honest, fighting the real Andros, I was kind of scared to when I was little because it freaked me out.
Is
I have the brain.
oh jeez. It's honestly, it still freaks me out a little bit.
So this is the real Andros.
Imagine being 5 years old and playing this.
See him floating brain with eyeballs.
Tentacles trying to grab you.
Yeah, and then you have to. So the first thing you have to do is shoot the eyeballs, which he sends out, and yeah, not nightmare fuel at all for a little 5-year-old Patrick. Which is why I hated playing the real Andros. So, but yeah, this is the real Andros, and then you can't get too close to him because he'll suck you in. You have to avoid the tentacles.
So in the other fight, in the other Andros fight, it's a robot, right?
Yeah. It's a phony. So yeah, the tricky part is just you have to hit him in the cerebellum.
If I go down,
There we go.
I'm taking you with
That's
me.
Star Fox. Sort of. There's one last bit.
Yep. It's not officially time yet.
Now it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding.
Except.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Father?
Dad?
Follow me, Fox.
That's right, Star Fox sees dead people. So yeah, now you just follow Dad.
This way, Fox.
Such epic music.
They used this track. Did they use this track in Smash Bros?
Never give up.
I think so. See, I'm pretty sure he always follows the lighter path. Oh,
Oh,
I guess I was.
spoke
I'll
too
just
soon.
Shut up, then. That's- I don't know what I'm talking about. This is my first time playing the game.
Right.
And yeah, here we go. A little bit more. Thanks, Dad. And that was Star Fox.
There we go.
That's
Boy,
the end of the game.
That only took you twice as long.
Jeez.
This is
What
our
the heck?
longest episode yet.
Sorry, guys, but all right. And there's a couple of, end credit stuff that I just don't care about, and everyone just goes, and you get a cool stamp that tells you, how much money you made from, the score that you got, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, guys, I just saw my dead father. Should probably get that checked out.
Nothing's wrong, guys. Absolutely nothing.
But yeah,
And Slippy just as useless as ever.
excellent. So, all right, that was, this has been Patrick
And Johnny.
and Mushroomglint Gaming. Bye!